Hello again from Be Uniqueness. My name is Charlie. In today's webinar, we will be telling you about content marketing. Not just what it is, but how it can bring your brand to life, tell a great story, and highlight your unique selling point. So, what is content marketing all about? The first thing you need to note is that content marketing is not like traditional marketing. In traditional marketing, the whole idea is to directly approach the potential customer with details of the product, outlining its virtues and explaining why this would be good for them. Content marketing is different because it is less about advertising and more about editorializing. It approaches the topic by first talking about the issue that your product or service will resolve. What you write will demonstrate a wider understanding about the subject and will help you grow a sense of authority. In doing this, you are marketing indirectly and attracting people with interesting, good quality writing, rather than trying to persuade them to make a buying decision on the spot. Of course, you need your content to be seen, and that is why search engine optimization, or SEO, is really important. Keywords are the most important aspect of all. Just think about when you are using a search engine. You enter a search term, which we can call a keyword, even if it is made up of a number of words. Indeed, there are two types of keyword: short tail, which has one or a small number of words, and long tail, which has a longer string of words and is useful for a more detailed search. Matching these searches is important for your search ranking, but so are many other things. Writing longer content, using high-quality images, including videos, and being relevant are all important factors in boosting your ranking score. When your content is visible online, this will help make a big difference to your firm. It will help raise awareness of what you do and offer, as well as your story. Indeed, telling a story is an important part of what you do with your content. If your content is optimized well, it should reach the first page of the rankings in 6 to 9 months. This is important because when people use search engines, they rarely look beyond the first page. So how can content marketing draw attention to your brand? There are several ways in which good content marketing can draw attention to your brand. Firstly, if a reader sees your name often, they will soon find it easy to remember. It becomes embedded in the memory, and then they will think of you when they encounter the kind of issues your goods or services are designed to resolve. Secondly, with good SEO, your content will be found easily on search engines, ensuring people can see it frequently. Thirdly, and very importantly, as long as you keep on writing content, people will get to read a succession of blogs or articles relating to your firm and what it does, so awareness will increase. Finally, content fits into a wider marketing strategy. You won't use content alone, but instead will have it alongside other marketing tools such as social media management and email marketing. Another important element of getting your firm recognized is branding, but not everyone understands what it means to have a strong brand. Contrary to what many people imagine, branding is about a lot more than just slogans and logos, although these do have a part to play. It is also about what you do and why you do it, and the why part is increasingly important in an age when people want firms to act ethically and stand for something more than just making money. Ultimately, what really matters is what people have to say about your firm when you are not present. What do they really think of you? The best way of defining this is through the answer to one simple question. When people hear your firm's name, what is it they think of? Most importantly, however, is the stage you want your brand name to reach. Not just to be known, but to be thought of by your customers as the one and only solution to their problems. When they have a need, they will think of you first. What is your unique selling point? To get your brand to stand out is not easy, especially when many other firms will offer similar services to you. That is why you need a unique selling point, or USP. There are many good examples of a unique selling point. It could be you offer certain services for free as part of your package. It might be you have certain discounts. Maybe you offer a choice between an online service and face-to-face contact. Or it could be you take a particular ethical or environmental stance on an important issue. Whatever your USP is, this is something that can give you a very clear and distinct advantage over your competitors, because you can tell prospective customers that you can offer something that the others can't. Highlighting your USP is therefore vital. There is no point in having one and not telling the world about it. Your USP should be featured in all your marketing so it becomes the powerful asset it should be. Finally, it is important that your USP provides something your customers will value and relate to. It is no good having something you can blow your own trumpet about if it means nothing to them. However, if it gives them a better service, saves them money, or appeals to one of their concerns, then your USP will be very attractive indeed. So, how can you stand out from your competitors? If you want to tell a unique story about your firm and what motivates you to do what you do, and indeed to develop a USP, you need to know how you can really be distinct from your rivals. This is why you need to know what the competition is doing. The great value of competitor research is that you can see exactly where you stand in comparison to them, and you can find ways of giving your brand the edge. Importantly, you must see what their strengths are. If they are doing something that works, it is important to emulate it. At the same time, however, you should be able to identify their weaknesses and the mistakes they have made. This gives you the information you need to work out how to avoid repeating their errors and to offer something better. You certainly need to see what USPs your rivals have. Can you do better than them? Can you offer a bigger discount, for example, or do more than one of your competitors in being eco-friendly? By knowing what their USPs are, you can set about offering something better. Finally, look at how your competitors use content marketing. Are they making a lot of errors? Alternatively, are they doing something very well that you can copy, such as writing blogs in a compelling style, or embedding good videos into their content? Remember that content is not just about producing something that is quite good and well optimized. You want to make yours better than what your rivals produce. Next, as we have already noted, content is not simply about information or advertising. Rather, it can tell a compelling story about your firm. The truth is, people love a story. It provides a human connection rather than the list of facts and theories. It enables people to think of more reasons to buy into a brand or a product, and a story can often provide a real connection with something in our own experience, helping us relate to what we're being told. Indeed, stories can be memorable precisely because they make us think a bit more and feed into the relational side of the human psyche. The power of a shared experience, or even similarities between two experiences, can bring ideas to life and add value. When a brand has a story behind it, it carries real power to influence. Of course, writing a compelling story is not easy, but a good one will begin by engaging the curiosity of the reader. It might involve explaining something unusual or unexpected. Or it might relate to a familiar problem or issue before outlining how the matter was solved. Either way, it should begin with something attention-grabbing, then progress in a way that shows what seems to be the obvious conclusion is not necessarily so. Above all, your story should be different. If every firm or product's development is the same, your story won't be interesting. Every brand needs a story to bring it to life, but some firms think all they need to do is list dates and names as if they were writing a high school history essay. That will never be enough. Instead, the story needs to relate to today. It is not just a linear tale of how you got from where you began to where you are today, but just what it is that gets you out of bed every morning. The chief impact the story must have is to alter perceptions of you. A potential customer may think you are no different to other firms and will not be able to think of you in terms of human motivations, ideas, and a sense of mission. Your aim should be to change this. Most importantly, if you can convey a sense of having a just cause to involve your firm with, rather than just a desire to sell whatever goods or services you have, it will add a whole new dimension to the story. Indeed, by creating that human face, by talking about motivations, ideas, and inspiration, you can start to build up a narrative your customers can relate to. That in turn will enable you to grow relationships, as people will be able to connect their own similar experiences and thoughts with yours. In short, you will be speaking their language. The most important thing to focus on when telling your story is how unique it is. Just as your USP should stand out, so should the tale about how you got to where you are today. If it sounds like all the others, your readers will be unimpressed and will not think you offer anything different or better. What this means is that your story writing needs to be outstanding. It's not that you need someone who probably writes detective novels in their spare time or something like that, but you do need to write with enthusiasm, style, empathy with the reader, and, above all, with a strong emphasis on what makes your firm unlike the rest. At the same time, your writing certainly needs to engage with potential customers. In a content marketing, no story is more compelling than one that is not merely interesting, but is offering people the solution they've been looking for to a challenge they face. If you can entertain and entice at the same time, your content will be very effective indeed. That, of course, is all part of showing people you are on their side. It means you must convey to them how the thing that gets people in your firm out of bed in the morning is the satisfaction they know they will get from having provided a great solution. If you can get across to potential customers just how much this matters to you, you will go a long way into turning potential clients into actual ones. Finally, it is worth remembering that your story cannot be written up in one article as if it were a piece of ancient history. Instead, this is an ongoing story that is carrying on today and will continue to do so tomorrow, next week, and into the future. It is a story in which the chapters yet to be written will go on being exciting. This is why you need to connect your customers with the narrative. By becoming your clients, they can become part of the story. Indeed, as their story becomes yours, they will be integrated into future chapters. Finally, never underestimate the importance of good content in keeping the story going. Marketers know that the typical buyer only commits to a purchase after encountering a marketing message 7 times. So a compelling story that rolls on and on is most likely to help you bring in new customers. What is more, because your story is ongoing, it will always add fresh elements, giving potential customers more reason to engage with you and what you have to offer. By producing powerful content like this, you can make a massive difference to the awareness of your brand, your image, and ultimately your company's worth. Do all that, and your story will be even more compelling. So, to sum up, today we covered what content marketing is all about and how you can use it to promote your brand, highlight your unique selling point, and tell a story. All of this can help you stand out from your competitors.